Learning outcomes. After studying this module, you shall be able to know about handwriting and its basic principles. You will be learning about the various factors affecting the handwriting. Certain visual signs or marks which are accepted by two or more fellow men or groups or persons or individuals of a town, city or country as a means of communication, of informing one's idea to others for particular matter or understanding, or sending message to others is in a broad sense known as handwriting. The handwriting may also include printing, embossing or drawing. Writing can also be said as visual speech or in other way the talking paper. The writing is very much like a personal detail of a person because it includes all those slight moves, actions, etc. which he or she makes during the process of writing, and since every person cannot follow the same pattern of moves and action, so it forms the basis that handwriting can be included in the group of personal details of a person. Handwriting is a very sensitive element of a person's personality. Each and every word a writer uses is very much influenced by what he experiences at the time of writing that particular line, phrase or speech, the topic on which he is writing and the time he has to complete his work. Whether he is excited the time of writing the text or he is sad or he is weak, etc. The influence of these things and country and city to which he or she belongs to forms the basis of handwriting characteristics he or she will develop with time. The changes in the handwriting is always gradual and not sudden. Well, it may be a sudden change if the person becomes too ill to be able to write. As the oral speech of a person has some peculiarities, similarly, the written form of the oral speech will have some peculiarities which are very much specific to the person who is writing it. Men develop the skill of using handwriting to convey message to each other from ancient time. Previously, they used some engravings on the walls of the cave, then they started to use paintings, and later they started using certain symbols for conveying the message to the next generation, and with time the muscles of the hand became that much coordinated that they started to write a legible form of writing which they used for communication for each other. This is how the handwriting got developed, but features which make them so personal had a different story. The students in the initial stage of learning were taught to follow a copybook style, but in the later stage, the students' handwriting began to deviate from the copybook style taught to them at the initial level and started to include their own personal features in the handwriting with the specific movements of hand and specific action they possess while designing a letter during the process of writing. Now let us learn about the handwriting principles. How handwriting got developed. It has already been mentioned in the introduction part, and its identification require the evaluation of all physical facts found in writing, not only the light of following basic rules, but it also needs common sense and intelligence. The principle on which handwriting is based upon are: the first one is that the handwriting of every individual is personal and belongs to him only. Man is not a machine, so he or she is unable to produce the same thing in the same manner as it has been produced earlier. There will be natural variations in the writing, which is an absolute sign of authenticate document. since in cases of forgery, by tracing there is exact superimposition of the original sign and the forged sign, which cannot be the case in an authenticated sign since it contains natural variation. So, they cannot be superimposed on the surface. So, the above mentioned principle proves that no two signature can be absolutely alike, and if they are, then it shows that there is a case of forgery. There is always a gradual change in the handwriting of a person, but the extent of change is that much slow that it generally remains unrecognized by the writer himself. The style, the design of letter, the type of slant, all cannot be copied by a person at the same time. The increase in the ability of the writer to write in a more sophisticated and precise manner can only be developed if he or she put some serious efforts in that way. Otherwise, it is not possible to copy the handwriting of a person who has more skills of handwriting than the forger. A person is also unable to write with different style at different times, since it is not all easy to change one's normal style of writing at different times. An attempt to disguise leads to an inferior quality of handwriting, and the disguise is always superficial. The writer, however skilled he may be, can never be able to effectively disguise his writing in respect of all the characteristic features of handwriting. The disguise that is attempted by the perpetrator is usually of a simpler nature, that is, the quality of writing is lower than the expected or actually possessed. Handwriting is not dependent on the writing instrument being used or physical coordination of muscles of hand, but it depends on psychological conditions of the writer. In spite of all the external factors such as nature of writing surface, writing instrument, position of the writer, nature of the writing support, lighting condition, influence of external conditions, etc., it is a proved fact that handwriting is brain writing controlled by the signal sent by the nervous system through hand. So, we can also call it as neuromuscular coordination, where our brain and hand both are involved to give a product, that is handwriting. A writer is also unable to stop showing the influence of his or her penmanship in the writing during the process of disguise. Now let us learn the principles on which the identification of handwriting is based. The handwriting is not just the drawing of the letters, so merely copying the letter design does not make person eligible to succeed in copying all the features of someone's handwriting, because handwriting is a combination of all elements and qualities specific to a writer. There is always a specific feature in the handwriting of a person which forms the basis of a positive identification, although there are other class and individual features too, but these specific features are very much personal to the writer, so they alone cannot prove the fact in the court. The movement of the writing is a function of various elements like speed, rhythm, writing pressure, pen position, shading, skill possessed by the writer, and the line quality of the writing, etc. The sample of the comparison of the question document are also very much important, and the samples collected should have been returned in the same condition as the condition in which the question document has been returned, and should be preferably of same period or time as of the question 1. The variation in handwriting, both the question document and the specimen, collected are analyzed and a range is determined for both. If variation analyzed fall in the same range for both, then they are said to be of the same writer. The question document analysis needs patience and intelligence with experience. Since it is a subjective process, the way a person analyzes a document varies. Therefore, the variation, the master pattern, and all other writing characteristics should be included and recorded during analysis of a question document for concluding a result. Now dear student, we will learn about the influencing factors for handwriting. Influence of the training on the features of handwriting. The training of handwriting is more or less related to the initial stage of handwriting development in which the person starts to build his or her handwriting by following a specific pattern given in books. At this stage, the difference between the writing of the student is quite less and they cannot be recognized at once since they follow the same pattern given in the book as the other student do. But as the training advances and the student goes to higher class, after building a basic pattern of how to write and developing a specific line quality, they tend to deviate from so-called copybook style. The deviation from copybook style of the students forms the basis of development of handwriting, which is highly individualistic. The main reason is that the writing habit derives its individuality and development from operation of the influence of mental motion and muscular formation of hands and fingers. The way the students start to hold the pen also changes gradually, and with the time it acquires different approach to hold the pen, and different student will hold the pen in different ways at different angles and thus may produce different slants, different letter design which forms the basis of handwriting peculiarities with maturity of the student as writer. Next is the influence of race and nationality. The distinguished personality of handwriting is not limited to the individuals. The writing of different races and nationalities in the world is marked and varied in its idiosyncrasies as are the physiognomics and other peculiar race characteristics. It is seen that the writing of every country or province is found to have similar style and may be distinguished as to which particular province or country it belongs. Now let us learn about influence of heredity. There is some evidence from the studies that the handwriting of family member may match to some extent. The match or mismatch is very much dependent on the extent of heredity and the factors like environmental or interaction between both. But there have been some research which suggests that there is strong influence of heredity on handwriting as any other heredity factors like speaking, walking, etc. Now student, let us learn about influence of sex on handwriting. The sex of a person is also an important factor in formation of handwriting. Due to different approaches of man and woman towards the life and due to different characteristics in life, they build different habits in handwriting. As the women are more affected by decoration and ornaments, they produce handwriting which have decorated letters. Similarly, man being rough and busy shows the characteristics by giving much more importance to letter decoration and focuses on the completion of writing with reasonable legibility. Now let us learn about the muscular function and habit of writing. There is not any specific rule for distinguishing individual and writing. It is well known that the nature and the man cannot produce two different things with the same feature. That is also one of basic law of forensic science known as law of individuality. There may be influence or appearance of general features of handwriting in everyone's handwriting, but as individuals are recognized by different faces and different speaking approaches. Similarly, the writing can be distinguished from each other by studying the individual feature of the generalized form of handwriting. The peculiar qualities of writing which give individual characteristics to it are in their shape and design, indicating the muscular coordination that produce them. The extent to which a person can use muscles in the coordination manner differs from person to person. Due to this reason only, it produces a wide range of variation in the writing of the individual. The movement of forearm, fingers, wrist differs in different persons, and thus writing produced will be different, and since these movements becomes a habit for a person, therefore it is an important factor in developing the handwriting of a person. The muscle of a different parts of the body combine when writing proceeds. Not only the muscle of fingers work, but it extends to the forearm and whole arm also. The muscle of the hand not just help the person for writing, but it also holds the pen in the manner the writer wants, and this manner of holding the pen by the action of different muscle then becomes a habit. While moving a pen in a marking curves and strokes, we do the process of fluctuating muscular coordination. Now dear student, we will learn about handwriting as a reflex action. In the beginning, when a writer or to say a student start writing, he usually not think about the line quality, speed, rhythm, etc. But he or she thinks about is giving an expect pictorial approach to the writing produced by as it has been drawn in the book. In this practice, they draw the mental state in which they draw letters, and then this mental state, or to say the pictorial view of the letter, is drawn first in mind and then on the paper. After this picture is drawn in mind, the picture is produced in the form of letters with the movement of hand, which includes the movement of many muscles in a coordinate manner to produce that picture. The picture thus produced is same as that given as in the model in the book. After practicing that letter a number of times consciously, the students become that much used to it that their muscles start to coordinate automatically. By the term automatically in the above point means indicate towards the non-conscious movement of the hand by the student. And once this unconscious movement of hands come in action, it is what known as reflex action of hand, and hand automatically becomes used that where it is going to, what it will produce, in what manner it will produce, even to some extent it decide the time for production of every word. The formation of letters by this action becomes the basis or inclusion of individual characteristics to the writing, and hence helps in recognizing the writing of the person. Let us summarize what we have learned in this module. Certain visual signs or marks which are accepted by two or fellow men or groups or persons or individual of a town, city or country as a means of communication, of informing one's idea to others for particular matter, of understanding or sending message to others, is in a broad sense known as handwriting. Handwriting is very sensitive element of a person's personality. Each and every word a writer uses is very much influenced by what he experiences at the time of writing that particular line, phrase or speech, the topic on which he is writing, and the time he has to complete his writing work, whether he is excited at the time of writing the text, or he is sad, or he is weak, etc. How handwriting got developed has already been mentioned in the introduction part, and its identification requires evaluation of physical facts found in the writing. The handwriting of every individual is personal and belongs to him and only him. An attempt to disguise leads to an inferior quality of handwriting, and disguise is always superficial. The writer, however skilled he may be, can never be able to effectively disguise his writing in respect of all the characteristic features of writing. This is one of the principles of handwriting. There is always a gradual change in the handwriting of a person, but the extent of change is that much slow that it generally remains unrecognized by the writer himself. The handwriting is not just drawing of the letters, so merely copying the letter design does not make a person eligible to be able to succeed in copying all the features of someone's handwriting, because handwriting is a combination of all elements and qualities specific to a writer. There are always some specific features in the handwriting of a person which forms the basis of positive identification, although there are other class and individual features too, but these specific features are very much personal to the writer, so they alone cannot prove the fact in the court. The variation in the handwriting, both the question document and specimen collected are analyzed, and a range is determined for both. If the variation analyzed fall in the same range for the both, then they are said to be of same writer. This is one of the important facts of handwriting identification. The training of handwriting is more or less related to the initial stages of handwriting development, in which the person starts to build his or her handwriting by following a specific pattern given in books. The distinguished personalities of handwriting is not limited to the individuals. The writing of different races and nationalities in the world is marked and varied in peculiar characteristics. The match or mismatch is very much dependent on the extent of heredity and the factors like environmental or the interaction between both. Due to the different approaches of man and woman towards the life, and due to different characteristics in life, they build different habits in handwriting. In the beginning, when a writer, or to say a student, starts writing, he usually not think about line quality, speed, rhythm, etc. What he or she thinks about is giving an exact pictorial approach to the writing produced